Hello, everybody. Come in out of the cold. We are in the Moscow region of Russia. It's the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 European Qualifiers, and it's the Group K clash between Russia and the Czech Republic. Well, the mood should be considerably brighter these days in Russia after recent events for their national team winning a thriller over Finland. You see 77-75 just a few days ago. And of course, the Czech Republic, a very close game actually, just didn't score a point over the last 4.5 minutes. They lost to France, and Bulgaria won by 7 over Bosnia. So you see tonight, these are the games that are being played, and here are the standings. France and the Czech Republic have already clinched their spots in the World Cup. Russia, Finland, and Bulgaria still in the hunt for that third spot. So who will be in the third and final qualifying spot for the World Cup when this whole qualifying campaign is over? This is the 5th window. The 6th window will be coming up in February. So Russia have the advantage. They also will play at home tonight, and they will play against a team that has already clinched a spot in the World Cup. But that doesn't mean the Czech Republic are going to roll over and take their foot off the pedal. They want to be playing as well as they can by the time they get to Russia, or excuse me, by the time they get to China, and they know that every game in the buildup is important. They also are cognizant of the fact that all games count towards their FIBA World Ranking. And then, of course, there's the old rivalry with Russia. And we all know that there is a rivalry between the Russians and the Czechs. So expect the Czech Republic, who beat Russia in the first game, in the first meeting of the second round, to come out and give it their best shot tonight. That first meeting when they played, the Czech Republic won it 80-78 in Pardubice, a real thriller. And that was a game that you'll remember was played with Tomáš Satoranský and Jana Vesely, and it was a great moment for the Czech Republic because then that allowed them to go to Bosnia and Herzegovina to qualify for the World Cup. They won that one 3 days later in Sarajevo, 85-80. So for Russia, the mood is better, certainly for the fans, certainly for the players. Have they been convincing? Maybe not. They've been convincing in that they are one determined bunch, and they give everything, and they play hard. And we've seen some players like Dmitry Kulagin come out and really make a difference and really start to assume leadership in the difficult moments of games. And we've also seen other players, Dmitry Kovstov, who come out and they've been kind of like quiet heroes in this Russia team. And Sergei Bazarevich, his teams always play hard defensively. And I think the Czechs know from their first experience that this is going to be a very tough game on the boards. It's going to be a tough game for them when they've got the ball. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have a pause in the playing for the national anthems of the Czech Republic and Russia.
Государственный гимн Российской Федерации исполняет детский хор «Синяя птица».
Okay, those two beautiful national anthems have been played, and now just about 4 minutes away from the opening tip. Players will meet each other mid-court, as is the custom in international basketball games. And the coaches as well. And we'll also get a look at the referees for today's game. Staniatas Anastopoulos from Greece, Fernando Calatrava of Spain, and Vladimir Jeftovic of Serbia. For the Czech Republic, well, who's going to stand up today? Jaromír Boháček, perhaps. Will it be Martin Frisch for Coach Neno Gensberg? Victor Pulpan, perhaps. Pavel Prumpula, the veteran, as well as Tomáš Dioral. Your guess is as good as mine, but the incentive is there to come out and put in a good performance today against a Russian team that I would think would run through a brick wall to get a win today. No matter who they're playing, no matter what the circumstances, they are not going to walk out of this arena today on the back of a loss. Joel Balomboy, Evgeny Baburin, Vitaly Fridzin, Vladimir Ivlev, Ivan Ukov, Dmitry Kovstov, Andrei Vorontsevich, Stanislav Ilnitsky, Dmitry Kulagin, Evgeny Valiev, Peter Gubanov, and Artem Klemenko for Coach Sergei Bazarevich, who was a great player in his day. Of course, now the tactician, the play caller, and Neno Gensberg. You know, he was wearing two hats. He used to be the coach of Ches Nimburg, but elected to focus his full-time duties on this job and Bazarevich. Remember, he did a great job last year of getting Russia to the semifinals of the FIBA Eurobasket. That was in Turkey. They had a great team and showed a lot of determination. And it's the type of determination and resiliency that they've had to show in this very difficult qualifying campaign. You know, that Bazarevich, at least publicly, hasn't complained at all about anything, about the circumstances. He says, the challenges and the hurdles that we face in this campaign are the same hurdles that everybody else faces. So he just gets on with the job and gets his teams prepared. He's been a real model for all other coaches to follow. And here they are in third place and in control of their destiny.
Номер 8 Владимир Фибуль, номер 13
Starting five for the Czechs: Serena, Prumpula, Boháček, Peterka, and Šiš. And for Russia, it'll be Vorontsevich, Baburin, Kovstov, Kulagin, and Ivlev.
Перед началом матча мы бы хотели посвятить минуту молчания памяти генерального секретаря ФИБА и члена Международного Олимпийского комитета Патрика Баумана, занимавший должность генерального секретаря ФИБА с 2002 года. Господин Бауман ушел из жизни в возрасте 51 года, 13 октября в Буэнос-Айресе. Просим всех встать для минуты молчания.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the start of the game, we would like to respect a minute of silence on the honor and memory of FIBA Secretary.
Well, we're going to have a moment of silence to honor the memory of Patrick Bowman, who was the FIBA Secretary General, who died last month while on a work trip in Argentina.
With his passion and determination, Patrick Bowman was the leader.
Patrick Bowman was at the forefront of everything good that was happening in basketball, including the heart and soul of the World Cup qualifiers, bringing the national team basketball back to the fans.
As a sign of sorrow and solidarity to his family,
he'd been in his post for a long time. He'd done an exceptional job. He was a member of the IOC. And now we will have a moment of silence.
Thank you.
I saw Svetlana Abrasimova, the former Russia international, in the crowd today. One of the all-time greats for me. Play for Russia's women's team. And now it's all business for these guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching. We are in the Moscow region of Russia. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup European Qualifier between the Czech Republic in blue and Russia in white. The Czechs attacking the basket to the left. And trying to bounce back from a defeat to France in their first game in this window. Russia, meanwhile, winning a very tight one over Finland, a game that went to overtime. A lot of good games have been played in this window. The Czechs, remember, have already qualified for the World Cup. And Rublev gets in and gets the first block of the game. Crossed off to Vorashevich, goes right at Peterka, puts it in. Bumpalo puts it on the deck, puts up a very tough shot and almost made it, but Kulagin now brings it out running for Russia. Here's Kostov, pulls up, and his attempt rims out. And faking the handoff with Krumpala, took it all the way, but again is denied. Ivlev doing a good job in there in that low post here. Spinning, turning, the pass goes around the perimeter. Kostov for three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Vorasevich's shot, banked it in. Entry pass, and Krish puts it up and in off of the glass. Kulagin over to Ivlev. And he misses a shot. Now the Czechs have a chance to go in front. Sheesh. Bounce pass. Oh, beautiful basketball. Finished by Peterka. What a wonderful job Nano Ginsburg has done with this national team. I mean, who would have expected them to qualify for the World Cup? Never mind to have done it with two windows still remaining. It has been remarkable. There's Peterka running out the shooter. And Baberin's attempt rims out. They came off of what could only be described as a disappointing Eurobasket. They played in Romania. They didn't advance from the group. And still, they had a great first round, and then they've did what they had to do at the start of the second. Now Kulagin's attempt too strong early. So it's taking a while to settle in here for both teams, but offensively, but particularly for Russia. And nice drive from Pumpulov. And Calatrava, the Spanish referee, makes the call. Pumpulov sinks the first one. There. As the games wear on against Russia, Russia become, I think, a much tougher opponent. They will try to wear you down, and thus far, they have started slow on this end of the floor. It's not uncommon for them to have slow starts. Bornashevich over to Golstov for three. And then the ball went through the hands of Serena and then through the hands of Babrin. Look at that. What are the chances of that happening? And you saw Andrei Kirilenko, the Russia legend, watching courtside. He's now the Russian Basketball Federation president. Andrei Kirilenko, doesn't matter what game he's at, always seems to get the best seat in the house. And why not? He's earned it. Eurobasket 2007 MVP. Here's a foul. Oh, no, that was the replay of Peterka's shot. Nano Ginsburg going with the smart casual look tonight. No tie. Dressed to impress. Bounce pass into Ivlev. Kulagin. And Peterka went up. Thought he had a clean block. But with 3.6 seconds left, Sheesh might have got away with the foul, though. Yeah, not too much in that for Peterka, but Kulagin goes to the line. And when you need a point, it's nice to be able to get to the free throw line. Second is good. Bohacic travels. He is. Yeah, he dragged his pivot foot. Slid as he was turning. Russell can tie it with a three, but this is a long two. And she's coming out and playing a good game today. Very active. Babrin picks up another foul. Three-point attempt from Serena No and Kovstov. Three-pointer. Boy, Martin Sheesh is owning the glass right now. And Babrin picks up his second foul. So when he does his job, he goes out. His team's up 7-4. And Gubanov now comes into the game for Ivlev. Here's some advice from former Russia point guard Sergei Bykov, who's now an assistant coach. Paterka. And Vornchevich now gets it over to Kulagin. Kulagin leans in. Handoff. Well, Russia, I'll tell you what, the Czechs are dissecting them right now with their passing game. And Bazarevich calls timeout. Paterka, the easiest of layups. Well, if Russia were to be upset tonight, and it would be an upset, even though the Czechs are higher in the standings, but they've lost some different players. They don't have Ruban, Wojcik. They don't have Andres Balvin or Satoransky or Vesely. If they were to win this game at Russia, this game means a lot more. They haven't qualified yet. They need the win. So, very interesting start to the game. If anything, it looks like the Czechs are more relaxed than the Russians. With Barzokas watching from the side.
В составе команды России на площадке номер 7 Виталий Фридзон.
Puts it up, long way out. Hachik with the rebound. And Hachik, fortunate. I think he was expecting Shish to come in, but the Russians knocked it out of bounds.
Фридзон номер 7, первый фол. The first foul.
Yeah, you saw Georgios Barzokas courtside a couple of times already today. He's the coach of the local team, Khimki Moscow region. And he's checking out the action today. That's one of the Russian VTB United League clubs. And I think he's been mentioned as a potential national team coach for various national teams over the years, including his native Greece. Clearly knows what he's doing. Coached some good clubs in his time, Maurici, Barcelona. And here he is with Khimki Moscow. The long shot, no good. Now Kulagin brings it out. Pass over to Kulagin. And the handoff. Great play. Kovstov looking for a foul. Bohacik left open and brings a little bit of rain. And the Czech Republic, forget the fact that they've already qualified. They want to win a game on the road against Russia. one of their traditional rivals. And they're up 12-4. Russia need to wake up here. Kovstov for three. Gets it right back. Viktor Kriapa, a member of that great Russian team, along with Kirilenko, that won the Eurobasket back in 2007 in Spain, watching the game. And the jump shot is good from Michel Tomas Viorel. Borshevich, nice little jump hook. And the pass intercepted. And boy, great play by Bohacek. He gets the steal and the basket. Fritzen checks in and drills the three. There's no Andrei Kirilenko. Every time you see him at one of these games, he looks like he is the most interested fan in the building, and also like he still wants to play. Another miss, and now Russia have it, trailing by 4. Game is picking up a little bit. And Punkula called for the foul. Safarczyk coming into the game for Punkula.
Номер 6, первый фол. В составе команды Чехии на площадке номер 9 Виктор Булман и номер 10 Петр Сафарчик. В команде России на площадке номер 9 номер 20 Симон Пуршел на площадке в составе команды Чехии.
Drive and basket is good. And there's Alexei Shved. One of the Russian internationals who's not playing today. He's got a finger injury. He was in the squad that was announced. The Russia have closed the gap back to 2 points. Ural. Crazy shot. And will they get it off in time? Yes, they do, and it almost went in from Kovstov. Wow. Kovstov, that would have been the shot of all shots had that one gone in. And the Czechs, despite playing well, now lead just by 2 points at the end of one.
Спасибо. Уговорила. Спасибо вам за эти поцелуи. Потанцевать. Интересная хореография.
Also saw Leonard Korsten watching proceedings here. Former Russian national team guard, small forwards. Now alley-oop, and Bolomboy goes in. So interesting development with Bolomboy coming into this Russia team. Making his debut. And Martin Sheesh back in the game and banks it in. Bolomboy, Ukrainian-Russian professional basketball player for CSKA. Actually played college basketball in America. There he is, at Weber State. And he was a Big Sky Conference Player of the Year in 2016. He was born in Ukraine. Also was a second-round draft pick of the Utah Jazz, Kirilenko's old club, at number 52. Ball batted out. Russia gets it back. Kostov for three. Good! And you saw the clenched fist from Bazarevich. Bounce pass. Beautiful finish. So Russia's lead only lasted about 8 seconds. And the ball intercepted by Pumpola. Ural. Pumpola looks to make the pass. And good job by Kostov sneaking in. Now 2-on-1 break. Bolomboy. Oh, what a finish. You like his length and his athleticism. Now Ural. Ural drives in, and Nikov got his hands up. Now Kostov again, he's feeling it. 4-point lead now for Russia, and you begin to appreciate how lethal Kostov has become. Well, look at that, D. Bost is here tonight. Another of the Khimki Moscow region players. See Bolomboy, boy, he's got a lot of ability. It brings a different dimension to this Russian team.
Группа поддержки сборной России, наш талисман, Орел номер 26. Попробуем еще разок предложить залу кое-что, что поможет команде и нам объединиться.
The World Cup qualifiers have brought the national teams back home. This is the fifth window, the fifth time Russia have played in these hugely important games in front of their home crowd since last November. Now it's the first time that Bolomboy has played. But he looks up for it. Paterka back in. Pumpola Oh, what a tough move from Kumpula. Even though it was cutting across, he still used his right hand. Cutting from the right instead of going to his left hand. Now Fritzen. Ukov, entry pass to Balumboy. Surrounded, passes it back outside to Ukov, and he hits the three. Russia couldn't buy a basket early. Well, they're ringing them up now. Kumpula from the right, and the scrap for the ball. It'll be Czech ball.
Российской команде на площадке номер 22 Дмитрий Кулагин.
Ukov has played 3 games, hasn't had a big role, but appears to be winning the confidence of his coach. Russia with their biggest lead of the game. That last miss. Well, here comes the Czechs now. That last miss by Serena. Here he is. And gets in, and the foul has been called.
Петр Губанов, номер 51, первое персональное замечание. Кристалл.
And that was where you would have thought Balumboy would have really gone for the block here. But he was kind of blocked himself, blocked by the line. Excuse me, by the rim. So Serena, who played in the Czechs teams at the Eurobasket in 2015 and 17, and also in the Olympic qualifying tournament 2016, getting some minutes today, but missing there. Kumpula not able to get the rebound. Now over to Balumboy. Let's see what he's got from deep. He's got that! Russia with their biggest advantage, 8 points. And now Kumpula travels. Well, you can see the Czechs were daring him to shoot it. And Balumboy obliged.
Второй фол получает Мартин Кшиш, номер 31. В команде России на площадку возвращается номер 4 Евгений Бабурин.
So Ukov checks out after some good work, and Babern back in the game. Balumboy dunks it, 2 hands, but it's not going to count. Now Kulagin from the left. It looks like Balumboy is starting to settle in nicely here with Russia. And if indeed they go on to qualify for the World Cup, it'll be interesting to see if he gets on that roster. There will be a lot of competition for places. Lazarevich tying his shoes, looking at the scoreboard. Two-point attempt. And rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. The Czechs played very well in the first quarter, but they seem to be losing their way here in the second. Fridson for three. And a foul called on Martin. Pushing off on Gubanov.
31 Мартин Шиш, третий фол.
Gubanov goes out. So, timeout on the floor, and Nano Ginsburg wants to talk to his players who are falling further and further behind.
Stop killing us on offensive rebound. We can't do good situation, but sometimes we can move the ball well. Don't fall. Press inside. Don't fall. Don't continue to play the direction. Okay?
Well, Georgia and Israel are in overtime right now. Georgia winning that game 69. No, now it's knotted at 69 apiece. So free basketball there in Georgia right now. And here is Russia, which started cold, but they've really picked it up and have landed some blows here against the Czech Republic.
Состав команды России на площадке номер 20 Андрей Воронцевич.
The ball gets to Kulagin, and he flies in and scores right out of the timeout.
Has 14 fouls.
Bohachik out of bounds was Paliva. Here was Kulagin scoring on that last possession. Kulagin gave a wonderful press conference the other night after the win over Finland and just really said how much he loves to have the ball in his hands when the game is on the line. Here he is. Passes the ball over to the left to Babarin. Bolomboy with the rebound. Takes the punishment and almost scored. There's Bartzokas, the coach of Khimki Moscow region. Almost as if they're scouting. Well, as debuts go, he's certainly having an interesting one, in a positive way, raising some eyebrows. Serena goes behind his back, and the three-pointer was good from Paterka. Here's Bolomboy. It's good from the baseline. Terka fakes the handoff. And Lucas Paliza, missing again. Number 23. Savage over to Babrin. It's good! And Russia have stretched their lead to 38-25. Now the dump, and Bohacic fouled Fridgen. He went up on the pump fake. Russell's going to come into the game for Peterka.
Россия номер 31, Евгений Валиев.
Vitaly Fridgen, who likes to spend a lot of time fishing when he's not playing basketball. Well, he's going to go over and take a breather now after some good work. Another miss for the Czechs. And these 15 points, and right now it's looking more and more like Russia looking perhaps to deliver a knockout punch here. Safarczyk taking a little bit of contact from Bornshevich. Yeah, you saw that. Nano Ginsburg seeing the elbow, seeing the flailing arm from Bornshevich catching Safarczyk. Bornshevich drills it. So the lead now, it's biggest of the game, 16 points. Ural, somebody needs to step up for the Czechs. Their offense was running like a well-oiled machine in the first quarter, but now it's running like a machine that needs some oil. It is breaking down offensively. Georgia have won their game against Israel in overtime, 71-69. Georgia's Termadini getting the game-winning shot. Here's Vioral hitting a three.
3 points.
Babrin dumps it down low to Karasev, who gets it down low to Valiev. Evgeny Valiev. Now the ball goes back.
Команде России на площадке номер 21 Станислав Ильницкий. У команды России 4 командных фола. Russia has 14 fouls.
Ильницkий in the game as well, guarding the ball. And long shot, short. Marcevich comes up with it. Final 15 seconds ticking off the clock here in the first quarter. Russia looking to land another blow. Ball goes back. Now the Kulagin three-pointer right at the buzzer. So Russia, a slow start, but a fast finish. They take a 44-28 lead with this Kulagin three-pointer.
Буквально одну минуту на паркете баскетбольного центра Киеве состоится чествование выдающихся игроков сборных команд России.
And then he gets the chest bump from Kornchevich. So Russia on top, 44-28 against the Czech Republic at halftime.
Итак, дорогие друзья, сегодня химки принимают матч главной команды страны. И это отличная возможность вспомнить прошлые успехи наших легенд и поблагодарить их за вклад в баскетбола. Приглашаем.
Well, Russia leading at 44-28 at halftime over the Czech Republic. And leading the way for Russia on his debut, Joel Bolomboy with 10 points, making his first appearance in the World Cup qualifiers. Dmitry Kovtsov has 9. Dmitry Kulagin has 7 points. And for the Czech Republic, Martin Paterka with 9 points, and both Tomas Bjorol and Jaromir Bohacik with 5 points. So we are at halftime. Remember, Russia in 3rd place in Group K and looking to consolidate, looking to solidify that position. You need to finish in the top 3 to get into the World Cup. The Czech Republic, meanwhile, in 2nd place and already assured of a spot in the World Cup. It's Russia leading it 44-28 at halftime. We'll leave you with these highlights and we'll be right back for the start of the second half.
будет скандировать «Молодцы!». Давай! Молодцы! Спасибо вам огромное. Спасибо. Ну, у нас начинается развлекательная программа большого перерыва. И если сейчас мы чествовали уже состоявшихся звезд, то прямо сейчас это будут звезды будущего. Гигантский баскетбол. Любимая игра Дмитрия Матеранского, простите. Прямо сейчас на арене Химки. Итак, нехитрый реквизит из наших загашников. Классные подарки от Российской Федерации баскетбола и несколько удивительных, веселых, забавных, смешных, но уже умелых участников. Так, девчонки и мальчишки, это будет такой интересный забег, традиционный для наших мальчик, где мы очень много внимания уделяем нашим юным болельщикам. Это самое удивительное соревнование в жизни этих мальчишек и девчонок, потому что прямо сейчас они получают от нас призы, ничего не сделав, просто оказавшись самыми смелыми и оказавшись в нужном месте в нужное время. Это победа, друзья, это победа. Да, подарки и призы, но команде нужно разминаться перед второй половиной, поэтому мы детям обязательно даем подарки, ну а в нашем конкурсе «Гигантский баскетбол» вы обязательно еще примете участие. Российская Федерация баскетбола благодарит правительство Московской области, администрацию городского округа Химки и баскетбольный клуб Химки за организацию и проведение матча квалификации Кубку мира FIBA 2019 Россия-Чехия. Российская Федерация баскетбола благодарит за доверие и поддержку официального партнера РФБ и мужской сборной России по баскетболу букмекерскую компанию «Бинго Бум», официального перевозчика национальных сборных команд ПАО «Аэрофлот», технического спонсора компанию «Адидас». внимание болельщика. Самое время занимать свои места. Все, кто слышит нас в фойе, конечно, там очень интересно. Там бинго-бум проводит бесконечный, беспроигрышный розыгрыш. И все очень круто. Но мы призываем вас поскорее заходить в зал, потому что все готово к началу второй половины. И прямо сейчас проверим, не потеряли ли мы чувство ритма. Чувство ритма. Как на палочке-скучалочке не сдулись? О!
If the ball go in,
44-28, Russia on top of the Czech Republic at halftime here at the Basketball Center of Khimki, Moscow region. In Group K, the second round, the Czech Republic in blue, they've already qualified for the World Cup. They had achieved that by the end of the last window. They played very well, exceptionally well the other night against France before fading late and losing by double digits. Today, they started very well in the first quarter and led 16-14 by the end of that. But Russia have owned them in the second quarter, outscoring them 30-12. And that's why they now are on top by 16 points.
Начинает трибуна Б. Вперед, Россия, вместе с рукой. Готовы? 3, 2, 1. Вперед, Россия!
Also in Group K, France will be at home to Bulgaria, who beat them in their first encounter. And Bosnia and Herzegovina will be at home to Finland. Both of those games will be tipping off in about 30 minutes. Kulagin with that shot at the end. Well, welcome back, folks. If you've been to the kitchen for a beverage of the cold or hot variety, I guess we're in wintertime, so probably hot. The action is back on, and the Czech Republic wanting to get back in the flow. And Bureau drives and gets an early foul called on Russia. Sergei Bikov, what a great player he was for Russia. Picked up his injuries, fought through those, came back and had a great career. Now he's one of the coaches alongside Sergei Bazarevich, who obviously was an even better player in his day. And Joral makes the first of 2 free throws, but misses the second. Kostov's been playing for this Russia team in the big tournament since the 2010 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Turkey. Morishevich, he misses it. And now Pompola. And the Czechs look to get even closer. Joel goes baseline, passes it back out. Pompola, a little jump, hook, Kulagin. And then Pompola takes it away from him. And he gets rejected by Vornashevich. I think Vornashevich knew what was coming, but a little bit of miscommunication there, and the ball goes out of bounds back to the Czechs. Watch Vornashevich. I'm not going to let you have this, Pavel. Here is Paterka. Oh, I thought he was going to have a reverse go in. But instead, he is fouled and earns a trip to the free throw line. Well, that ball had no chance on the previous possession, did it, for Pompola? With full marks to him for bravery. Now, Paterka misses a free throw. Having a decent season in the Basketball Champions League, as well as a lot of his other Czech players. playing for the Czech Republic basketball team. Now the penetration, and Ivlev gets the rebound. A foul called on Vyorov. That foul before the shot. Kostov from the right. It's good. He bossed. Looks impressed. Another of those fine talents that was in the Basketball Champions League from Monaco, and then last season with SIG Strasbourg. Here's Bohaci. And Shish puts up a long shot. The shot clock was winding down, so we'll excuse him for that. Chance of Russia ringing throughout. Now the pass down low. So Ivlev will go to the line. That was Kostov showing us that excellent three-point shot that he's got. As Ivlev misses the first. Coming into this game, Kostov shooting a phenomenal percentage, 52.2% from three-point range. He's one of the top three-point shooters in the qualifiers. He hit 26 of 48. And just reminding everybody of that tonight, he's 4 of 7. So he is having a terrific run in the qualifiers from three-point range. Bohaci. And look at Kostov. Could be a future coach. He's the floor general for sure. Kostov dumps it down low to Ivlev, and he was fouled by Safarchik. There's the brain trust. I think they'll just be glad when this is over. We might be enjoying it, but they're not. They want the win in the bank. Pass out to Kostov again. He doesn't miss, folks. He has become just an outstanding three-point shooter. He really has. Pompola. And Kostov almost having it knocked away. Is to the corner. Logan gets it back. Kostov taking the bump from Vyorov. So he will go to the line. He actually played for Russia back at the Under-16 European Championship in 2004. Then he played for the Under-18s and then the Under-20s. So a great example of coming through the youth ranks. Kostov. And then he actually graduated to the senior team for the 2010 FIBA Basketball World Cup when David Blatt was the coach of Russia. And they had a really good run before losing to the United States, the eventual champions, in the quarterfinals. Ball knocked out of bounds. And you can see that he's had his share of sticking his nose where it's not wanted. He's had some nose injuries. Ball goes back over to Kostov in Russia. And the ball over and back. Kostov, while on the subject, played in that Russia team that qualified for the Olympics. Well, first of all, that finished third at the Eurobasket in Lithuania 2011, and then was at the World Olympic qualifying tournament in 2012, and he played at the London Olympics. But I think his performances now are probably in these qualifiers are as good as they've ever been. So 29 years of age. Five and a half minutes to go here in the quarter. Kulagin passes to Vornshevich, has a chance to get his feet set. And there's Svetlana Abrasamova. Look at this. Again. So Nano Ginsburg calls timeout.
On offense, we play now three down, sorry, okay, 3 down. Just move the ball and then look for what you got, okay? After that, we play horns, okay? Opposite side, keep in okay? Nice, come on, let's go. Come on. Seal it inside. Yes. Just that flare. You go right there. One, five. On the inside.
Давай, let's get it stopped right now.
Номер 7 Виталий Фридзонный, номер 0 Джоэл Баламбай.
Kostov called for a foul.
13 номер, второй фол. И second foul.
Now pass to the corner, and Safarchik off target, but the Czechs get it back. Safarchik in the paint. And here comes Vornshevich, no look pass. What a play! And goaltending will be the call. Goal interference on Pomperla, so the basket will be good for Kulagin. Well, you can see why he went through with that block. He was close. 9 points for Kulagin. Pomperla And now just a needless turnover on Safarchik. Hands it to Fritzen. I think the crowd wants to see some Balamboy action here. Fritzen. Here's Balamboy chasing it. Ilnitsky getting a little bit of treatment over there on the Russian bench.
Еще есть секунда атаки соперника. Поможет команде защититься. Больше шуму!
Herschel puts up an air ball. So back to Russia, who are in complete command here. Ukov takes it up the court. Hard to believe the Czechs actually led in this game at the end of the first quarter, because since then it's been all Russia. Bounce pass, Balamboy for the dunk. Now Ukov. Balamboy fakes it, drives in. And a foul out on the perimeter on Ukov. Nice bounce pass on that play from Kulagin. Another miss for the Czechs, who are putting in probably one of their worst performances of the World Cup qualifiers. They have not really been at the races today. The Russian fans were thinking, how did this team beat us? Well, again, it was a slightly different team with Satoransky and Vesely and Balvin, Ruban. Three-pointer for Kulagin. Put him in double digits, folks. He's got 12. Two of 6 from three-point range. And the drive, and finally a basket for the Czech Republic as Farchik gets inside, or Sharina. Fritzen. That's Safarchik. Yeah, that was Sharina with the last basket. And Bohacek was fouled a long way from the basket by Gubanov. So here's Bohacek at the line. Rattles in the first one. makes it 2 for 2 as the Czech Republic just tried to stabilize things. Alley-oop, and he couldn't get the dunk, but nevertheless he scored with the alley-oop. Kohacic hands it off, and the basket was good by Purcell. The Czechs at least keeping the scoreboard ticking over a little bit now. Fritzen, another 3 for Russia. Kohacic drills the 3. The Czechs don't want to trade buckets, but it's going to be awfully difficult for them to get back into this one. You have to say down this much. Final seconds ticking off the clock in the third quarter. And the three-point attempt is no good from Milnitsky. So that is how the third quarter ends. It's Russia with a stranglehold on proceedings. 65-39 against the Czech Republic.
Призов от букмекерской компании FIBA, проходившего на официальной странице в Инстаграме. Итак, счастливым обладателем официального...
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
Обладателем модных и современных наушников AirPods.
12 threes for Russia, 4 for the Czech Republic, and also the two teams each with 11 makes inside the arc. So it's a three-point shot that's been a huge difference, and that man right there has done a lot of the damage. Dmitry Kostov, 15 points, 5 of 8 from three-point range, so all of his points have come from deep. Palomboy has 14 points, and he's hit his only 3. And the other players that have drilled it from deep are Vitaly Fritzen, who's 2 of 5, Kulagin, who's 1 of 5, Ivan Ukov, who's 1 of 2, and Evgeny Babarin is 1 of 3, and Andrei Vornashevich and Vladimir Ivlev, Vornashevich is 1 of 2. Going off 1 foot. Remember, because of that crucial win the other night against Finland, Russia have moved into 3rd place. They're a game clear of the Finns. And Russia are also a game clear of Bulgaria. Now, they will play both Bulgaria and Finland again. So even though they're getting the win tonight to go to 6-4, say they go ahead and put this thing away. I know there's still 9 minutes to go, but it's going to take something superhuman, really, for the Czechs to come back. They still have 2 very potentially awkward games to get past, including a road game at Bulgaria. Now, Bulgaria, that game will mean even more if they can get a win tonight in France. So Finland, meanwhile, will need to get a win at Bosnia and Herzegovina. Georgia's win earlier tonight, as you look at that replay, improved them to 5-5. There's another steal from Kostov. Oh, I think he was trying to do an alley-oop. Kostov trying to have a little bit of showtime here. And the Czechs missing with the layup. And Fritzen pulls up, and there's Alexei Shved. He says, hey, I'd like to be in on this, but he can't because he's got the finger injury. Yeah, that was, he was way up there blocking that attempt from Victor Fulpan. He's 22 years of age, Fulpan. He was in the team for 5 games before this, 4 of those in the first round. And so they're getting a run here. Fulpan commits the foul on Kostov. Boy for 3. And down low, and the dunk from Purcell. So Purcell, Czechs would like to make this scoreline more respectable for sure. Little mazy run from Kostov, passes to Gubanov in the corner. Balamboy collects the rebound. And Balamboy, did he just intercept the pass to his teammate? Anyway, he tried to score. And passed it out of bounds.
России замена на площадке номер 22 Дмитрий Гулагин.
Nice pass by Fulpan over to Purcell. Nice little hesitation by Safarchik. Gulagin on the baseline. Wahachik drives in, banks it in. Kostov for 3, and he was hit. No, they're saying he took off inside the arc.
Виктор Фулпан, номер 9, второй фол. The second foul.
It's just a tough shot from Gulagin. We've raved about his three-point shooting. So he was taking a three. I thought so. I saw the referee putting up his 2 fingers. So Gubanov comes out. He makes 2 of 3 and takes it up to 74-69. Bolton's pass goes out of bounds. I wonder what Bart Zokas is thinking right now. What's for dinner? Boy turns, sandwiched by Purcell and he is fouled. Boy, 24 years of age. So measures 2.06 meters in height. That's 6 feet 9 inches, and he's very athletic, as you can see.
Четвертый гол получает номер Шапарчик, номер 10. Это фаул.
Boy at the line. But he gets the rebound. 3-point attempt. And the ball batted out of bounds. So it goes back to the Czechs with 5.5 minutes remaining. Kovkov's interesting watching him play with the team in total command. He knows he's trying to set the tone here. It's like, we need to get used to never switching off. Hachik. Sheesh with the rebound. And look at Kulagin. Batted the ball. Is he going to have a little dunk? Yes, he is. Andrei Kirilenko applauds, as does Simon Antonov. Russia's national team player now. Follow from Purcell and the foul. Look at that.
Евгений Бабурин, номер 4, фол.
Kulagin, you might remember, kind of burst onto the scene. We spoke to him recently for an interview with FIBA Basketball, the World Cup Qualifiers website, about what happened at the FIBA Under-19 World Championship in 2011 in Riga. And when they played the USA, he had an unbelievable game in that quarterfinal and led his team to an upset of the USA. He said he really gained a lot of confidence from that. He had 21 points and 12 rebounds. He was 5 of 6 from three-point range. And now one of Russia's most important players several years later. Foul called on Russia there. Boy have injured his hands, so he's getting a little bit of treatment.
Площадки номер 6 Павел Кухна, номер 22 Андрей.
So 28-point lead. Alley-oop! And almost a crowd pleaser. That attempt from our team, Klemenko. Again, Valley also out there to get some highlights. Here he is, number 31.
В команде России на площадке номер 21 Станислав Ильницкий.
Three-point attempt from Andrzej Kuhot. Now Babrin puts it up from deep. And Kuhot not able to get the ball from Klemenko, who goes up and misses the shot. And Klemenko hustles down and comes up with the steal. Just 24 years of age, Klemenko. Bohacic for three. And that makes it 77-52.
3 points.
Kulagin over to Babrin. Bohacic, another one. Bringing some rain here late. Jaromir Bohacic. And nice move inside and the easy layup for Ilitsky. Bohacic, will it be 3 in a row? No, it will not. So 2 minutes remaining, and Russia on top, 79-55. And just about to, here's Bohacic with one of his 2 threes. That's the other one. Russia are going to improve to 6-4 and pull to within a game of the Czechs, who will be 7-3. There's Bohacic again. 79-58. Well, too bad he didn't do this a little bit earlier for the Czechs. They've trimmed the deficit now to 21 points. And an offensive foul, I believe, called on Klemenko. There's Bohacic again. His jump shooting practice, folks. Another one. The 4th three-pointer from him in about the last minute and a half. 79-61. He could end up being the game's leading scorer. 26 points for him. Oh! And Klemenko went in. And with the putback jam, 2 hands. We don't want to bring the basket down, our team. We might want to check that. Look at this. Nope, I think it's okay. seconds on the shot clock. Final 35 seconds ticking off the clock here in this game that Russia has dominated. And Ukov loses out of bounds. So there's back. There's a Babarin. There's Ukov, yeah. Let's come have another look at it. I don't know about you, but I'd like to see Bohacik launch another one. And Ukov ties him up for a jump ball possession. And Bohacik has the ball tipped as he makes the pass. And here will be the last basket. And I think it'll count by Onitsky. So it was pretty straightforward after that first quarter. We saw the Czechs take a 16-14 lead over Bazarevich's team. Okay, they're going to check to see if indeed that basket was indeed good. Here it is again. Have a look. You can see up at the top of the shot clock. I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. So the final score will be 81-61. Russia winning it over the Czech Republic and improving their record in the World Cup qualifiers to 6-4, and the Czechs dropping to 7-3. The Czechs already qualified for the World Cup before today's game, before the last game as well. So you see the numbers, and the Czechs numbers looking a little bit better there because of the Bohacik show at the end. Russia out rebounding them 39-34. And there's a bird, a man dressed up in a bird outfit. Not sure what's going on with that. And Alexei Shved would have liked to have taken part today, but injuries happened and he was on the sidelines. So Bohacik ended up with a game-high 26 courtesy of his fourth quarter explosion. And Kostov had 17 to lead Russia. He made his shots when the game was hot. Pompula, 3 steals and a block. And Bohacik did have the 4 turnovers. Bolomboy, don't forget, made his debut today. And looked like he could be a player that can help this Russia team moving forward. So as you look back at some of these highlights, looking at the interesting stats, Fritzen came in and played 20 minutes, had 13 points, 2 steals. He was 3 of 6 from three-point range. That's a typical performance for him. Ukov looks like he's a solid player for this Russia team. 5 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. You'd have to think that Vladimir Ivlev, who started, probably has a chance to make that World Cup roster if they indeed go ahead and qualify. He only had 1 point and a couple rebounds, but he's a tough customer. Kulagin, what do you think about him? He continues to grow into one of the most important players in this national team setup. He's got 15 points tonight, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. So he had the highest rated efficiency for them at +20. And Bohacik, meanwhile, because, again, of that excellent fourth quarter when he finished 6 of 10 from three-point range, or it helped him finish 6 of 10. There was a spell where he hit about 4 threes in a row. He finished with a game-high plus 22 efficiency, 26 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, although he had the 4 turnovers. So there's Kulagin and the goal interference on Prumperla. Mission accomplished in this window for Russia. They win 2 games. They won at Finland in a very tight game that went to overtime. And then they came home here to the Moscow region and won in front of their home crowd 81-61 to really put themselves on the inside track to qualification for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. But I got a lot of work to do. They've still got to play at Bulgaria, and they have to host Finland. And those 2 teams will be trying to improve to 5-5 tonight. Bulgaria playing against France and Finland at Bosnia and Herzegovina. So you can see the Czech Republic already have qualified along with France. They are the top 2 teams up in the standings. So from the Moscow region, thanks for tuning in to watch this encounter. There's more World Cup qualifiers coming your way, so be sure to tune in. Russia win it 81-61 over the Czech Republic.